Okay.
And
Hi, I'm Barbara Battisti, and I'm calling to you from Southern California. Anyway, it's my privilege today to welcome Linda Morris here with our Curb Your Sugar Cravings class. We have been doing, well, you started it many moons ago, but we've been doing this together now for
10
oh,
years.
10
It's been
years.
10
Oh
years.
my
Yeah.
gosh. Since our amazing KVB came out, the original one. But I just gonna share really quickly. At 40, I couldn't see anymore. I had to get glasses. At 50, I started to get the band around my waist. And I'm like, no, 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 this isn't happening. What do we need to do? What do I need to do? And anyway, Linda found this doctor sharing this, and we went, I think, 3, 4 times taking notes. I should have thought to record it, but I didn't. And so Linda, here, take it away because it's been my go-to, my life. It's a way of life now. So I'm just so
Well, and when we look at the last 3 years of our life, it's been a little crazy, right? There's been unexpected things. The world has changed like it's going to. But at the same time, I think a lot of us also felt like, well, I can eat that. It's like, food kind of became comfort for a lot of people. And it's hard to get out of that realm. I mean, I myself gained 15 pounds. I've now lost 10. Yay. But as of today, I went through my refrigerator. I cleaned out all the fruit, all the snacks, dairy, grains, all those things. Luckily, it's trash day. So I'm starting again with all of you also. Not that we don't know what to do, but sometimes we become what we call a smart rat. And like, well, I can do that. I can get away with that piece of chocolate. Not your first 7 days. So this program is 7 days at a time. You can do anything for 7 days. And then if you like where the results are going, like we did, in the past, you do another 7 days and you just keep renewing that. And you also realize and recognize this isn't forever. So if you really want that sourdough bread with the real sourdough that doesn't have yeast, it's like, nope, not right now. In the future, possibly I'll have that amazing grilled cheese sourdough sandwich made in the air fryer that makes it super crunchy, but not right now. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and share my screen. This is kind of a long PowerPoint. And yes, we probably could have cut some stuff out. And we actually did. However, I will talk fast. Okay. I'll do my best to talk fast. And you can always rewind if you need to. So here we go. Play from the beginning. Presenting Ken's and Vital Balance meal replacement mix. So this is a complete meal. It is nutritional support, it's fat loss assistance, and it's food for action, food for thought. And, as we've been told many times, let food be your medicine. So if you look at food as being your medicine instead of your reward, that it's your fuel to keep going, you might look at it differently and have better results. And let's see which one of these buttons will let me go forward. Yay. Okay. So this is the Niken Kenzen Vital Balance. And in my opinion, it's the most advanced meal replacement on the market. It is a complete meal. It's not just a protein shake, it's more. Our J Greenzyme citrus packets, I love these. They are so easy to dissolve in like 4 to 6 ounces of water. I love them. And then the digestion complex. This is for when you're not having the shake, for when you're eating a regular meal, just to make sure that your body is breaking everything down. So our problem, obesity, fatigue, and cognitive problems. And if you look at this, yeah, a lot of people are tired because it's not fueling their body with proper food. So every pound of fat that you gain produces 7 miles of new blood vessels. Imagine what burden those few little extra pounds you joke about can put on your heart. So an extra 10 pounds, your body is having to go 70 extra miles. Wow. So 20 pounds, obviously 140 miles of extra new blood vessels. That's a lot of pressure to put on your heart. So on the positive side, every pound you lose or release, we don't want to lose it because we might find it again, results in a 4-pound reduction in knee joint load or knee pressure. If you lost 10 pounds, you could have a total of 48,000 less pounds of pressure for every mile walked. So on the Vital Balance Eating Program, your body is, I have it covered up with my little thing. You'll transform your body's ability to digest sugars properly by regulating your insulin level. So how? By giving your pancreas a well-deserved break by cutting out simple and complex carbs until you've reached your weight loss goal. I like to say it's like giving your pancreas a vacation. This is a real solution to these problems, not some yo-yo diet, and certainly not diet pills to further mess up your metabolism. We're looking for lasting results with real wholesome foods, teaching you key lessons that empower you to get results. On average, women lose weight at the rate of 3 to 5 pounds per week, and men 4 to 7 pounds per week. Okay, so lesson number 1, learn to live off your body's own fat reserves. Your body gets its energy from 3 reserves: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. The body first burns energy from its simple and complex carbohydrate reserves, and when depleted, turns simultaneously to its protein and fat reserves for energy. Your body only stores 3 days worth of carbs, so this is good news and bad news. So if you eat something you shouldn't, well, don't get on the scale for 3 days because it's going to be stored. So because of this, the Vital Balance diet has phase 1 and phase 2, which is a maintenance lifestyle. Until you've reached 100% of your weight loss goal, we restrict all sugars from your diet, even healthy fruits and those vegetables that have a high sugar content, such as corn, potatoes, beets, peas, carrots, and the like. So 4 grams of carbohydrates when you're looking at a label is equal to 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's how your body looks at it. So as long as sugar is entering your system, you're not burning fat. It's as simple as that. Remember, your body first takes its energy from your carb reserves. The idea is to deplete your carb reserves completely in order to get your body to turn to its fat to burn calories. When you put too many grams of carbs into your system, your pancreas senses danger. It zeroes out the danger with insulin. Your body realizes it has no more sugar, thus craves more sugar. You eat more carbohydrates, too many actually, and the vicious cycle continues. So how do we get the body to burn its fat reserves and not its muscle mass reserves if both are depleted simultaneously? A number of ways. By providing your body with foods that have a very high protein value, complete with nutrients, essential amino acids, it's 98% plus absorbable, which make them biologically complete proteins. We supplement your body with whole food nutrient-rich supplements such as multivitamins, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which is the key ingredient in muscle building, and electrolytes to replace those normally found in foods restricted on this eating plan. How do I get rid of this? The little control bar we put at the top. So this is just something that was in my closet a few years ago. And, just like, okay, let's just look at labels. And this is what the doctor did in her office. So here is the oatmeal nutritional label. So when you look at it, it's like, well, gee, total sugars, there's only 1 gram. And there's 0 added sugar on here. But you look at the total carbohydrates. So in 1/2 cup serving of oatmeal, which generally you probably have a little bit more, 33 grams of carbs, and you actually take off the dietary fiber. So your net carbs is 30. So if you're taking the 46 grams of, is about, oh yeah, I figured that out. Okay. So the equivalent of those 30, that the total carbohydrates is 8¼ teaspoons of sugar. And that's before you've added milk and probably your 2 teaspoons of sugar, brown sugar usually put on oatmeal. And so when you look at it, it's like, wow, you've already had more than you really want to have in your whole day of carbohydrates with breakfast. So once again, 1 teaspoon of sugar equals 4 grams of carbohydrates. We say that several times because you often have to hear it several times before it gets into your brain. So let's look at, I just made up like a meal day. So breakfast, a typical American healthy breakfast. So an 8-ounce glass of orange juice is 26 grams of carbs or 6½ teaspoons of sugar equivalent. 1 cup of oatmeal is 54 grams of carbs, so that's 13½ teaspoons of sugar. 1/4 or 1/8 of a cup of raisins, because that's how my dad used to make it, 15 grams of carbs, that's equal to 3.75 teaspoons of sugar. 2 teaspoons of brown sugar is 8 grams of carbs, which is 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1 piece of whole grain toast, 44 grams of carbs. This is really, you look at the label of bread, it doesn't have added sugar, but it actually is equal to 11 teaspoons of sugar, and that's just 1 piece. So the breakfast total here is 147 grams of carbs, which is almost 37 teaspoons of sugar. So when we're looking to reduce our weight, limiting our carbs to as low as possible is necessary to burn fat. So generally it's 30 grams of carbs a day, which is about 7 to 12 teaspoons of sugar a day, not just for breakfast. And this is what this looks like. So I actually measured this out one day, and oops, trying to get that little bar out of the way again. Can I just hide it? Let me go backwards. Sorry guys, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh shoot, let's go. Hold on, take 2. Oh, let's see, here is the backward. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, patience and persistence. So moving on to a healthy American lunch. Black beans and rice. Yeah, that sounds healthy, right? So 2 cups of black beans is 80 grams of carbs, which is equal to 20 teaspoons of sugar. 1 cup of brown rice, 66 grams of carbs is 16.5 teaspoons of sugar. Cuban bread, that nice crusty Cuban bread. It's warm with butter. So we're just going to eat half a loaf, which is hard to contain yourself if you have that in front of you. That's 112 grams of carbs, which is 28 teaspoons of sugar. So the lunch total is 258 grams of carbs, and that's equal to 64 teaspoons of sugar. Your pancreas is saying, danger, danger, danger. If you keep eating like this, we might have problems down the road. So black beans do have a lot of fiber. So the net carbs is 46 grams of carbs, which would bring it down to 11.5 teaspoons of sugar. And if you rinse the rice before you eat it, that also helps to reduce the starch. But on this eating plan, we're just going to avoid it completely because that's a lot. And we're looking to release and let go of some extra weight, right? And here is the black beans nutritional label, just so you can see it. So black beans do have a lot of fiber. So for net carbs, subtract fiber from total carbs. So the equivalent is 11.6 teaspoons of sugar when you look at it, because when you look at the total carbs here, it's almost 80 grams of carbs. But luckily on this, it does have fiber, so you can take that away. However, I remember a long time ago, I was told, black beans are great, but if you want to lose weight, don't eat them. Now we know why. So spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti pasta, regular or gluten-free, a quarter box is 46 grams of carbs. Spaghetti sauce, half a cup, 13 grams of carbs. Homemade meatballs without the breadcrumbs, 6 grams of carbs. 2 small slices of garlic bread, 42 grams of carbs. 2 glasses of wine, because sometimes you feel like you just got to have fun, right? 42 grams of carbs. 1 slice of plain cheesecake, 33 grams of carbs. So for this tasty meal, that's 182 grams of carbs, equal to 45 grams of sugar. And so this is what that simple eating plan that had no snacks, no sodas, not even a coffee added in, is like 3 cups of sugar. And the only sugar we actually added was 2 teaspoons. And here is that total. So once again, limiting our carbs to as low as possible is necessary to burn fat. So say 30 to 50 grams of carbs a day from vegetable sources, which is about 7 to 12 teaspoons of sugar a day. The primary purpose of insulin is to turn sugar into fat. Now, I did a page of snacks and treats just to give you more perspective. 1 can of soda, 40 grams of carbs. 29 crackers of the little goldfish, 20 grams of carbs. 1 cup of French fries, 59 grams of carbs. Apple pie, 56 grams of carbs. 6 Oreos, 50 grams of carbs. Half a cup of ice cream. And this is more like the ice cream with the candy bar included in the mix, like Rocky Road or something. That's 46 grams of carbs. Chocolate ice cake, 36. 8-ounce fruit yogurt. This is a scary one because I love yogurt. 55 grams of carbs. 1 cup of chocolate milk, 50 grams of carbs, a Pop-Tart, 38 grams of carbs. I know, I used to love those too. And 1 bagel, which I used to love. Haven't had one in years, probably a decade. 60 grams of carbs, which is 15 teaspoons of sugar, and that's with nothing on it. So here's the Vital Balance eating plan that we got from this doctor many moons ago, and she's still a friend. And so it's, we just kind of gave you a little overview of how to do your day. And then the next page has a whole list of all the vegetables you can have. So once again, cutting out sugar, fruits, grains, and carbohydrates for 7 days will curb your sugar cravings. So it's just 7 days. And once you get through that first week, it gets easier. So you'll have that willpower to stick with it. So protein only means no sugar, no fruit, no juice, no grains, no beans, and no starches. Protein can be eggs, meat, fish, and hemp seeds, and no potatoes, tomatoes, and yuca. So for breakfast, before noon, protein only breakfast. So you could do eggs, but it's so much quicker, easier, and actually a complete meal to have the Kenzen Vital Balance meal replacement shake. You can make it with cold water. It tastes a little better cold, so you can add like 2 ice cubes. You can use unsweetened coconut milk and sweetened almond milk. Lately, I've just been making it with water. Of course, you can have eggs, meat protein. You can make an omelet. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. 1 cup of coffee or tea with real cream, but without the sugary creamer. We do want to be low dairy or dairy free on this also, because that kind of creates more of a sluggish digestion. And of course, water. You do want to drink half your body weight in ounces of good quality water. We highly recommend Nikken High Mag water. So say you weigh 150 pounds, that's at least 75 ounces of good quality water every day. So lunch, once again, it can be the Vital Balance meal replacement. You can see I have it listed throughout the day. Doesn't mean you need to have 4 a day. It just means you can have it whenever you want. You can even have it as a snack before bedtime if you just need something. You do want to take a digestive enzyme from Nikken's, the Kenzen 420, whenever you're eating a meal that is not the Kenzen Vital Balance, because the Vital Balance does have the digestive enzymes built into it. So make a big creative salad with lots of vegetables, with lemon juice, spices, 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and lemon. You can also add meat protein, such as tuna or egg salad made with real mayonnaise. You can throw hemp seeds on, they're more protein, and of course, water. For dinner, 7 ounces of seafood, chicken, turkey, beef, or 2 to 3 eggs with vegetables. Bake whatever you want for dinner. Or you can have the KVB. That's the nickname for it. Snacks. It can be a frozen KVB shake, and that's what Barbara's well known for, is her Vital Balance ice cream. You can also put unsweetened coconut flakes and toasted almonds on it, just to make it a little bit more fun and to have some crunch added in. You can have celery or other vegetables with almond butter. Go low on peanuts. Peanuts do contain mold, which is a whole nother issue. There's some great almonds. They're actually from Spain that I love. I keep them in the glove compartment of my car because sometimes you just are hungry and you don't want to set yourself up for failure by stopping somewhere to eat something unhealthy. So if you're prepared, it makes life easier. So you can buy like little coolers to take with you, and you can put carrot sticks in there. You can even cut up zucchini, cucumbers, all kinds of things, and just, have that. Go ahead, Barbara. You're really good at snacks. You're the queen of snacks.
Oh no, I was just going to say, you want me to take this one and
Yeah, go ahead.
this
Yeah.
one. So you take your body weight, cut it in half, and this is how many grams of protein your body needs every day to reduce weight. It's also the number of ounces of mag water, living water, that your body needs every day. You were just giving that example. So after noon, all true vegetables are okay. Reducing or cutting out dairy will increase your results. The cleanse and detox supplement may be added to your success, as will exercise. Oh yeah. Nikken Mega Daily 4 is also helpful. Quicker results occur with 2 Kenzen Vital Balance meal replacement shakes a day, replacing meals. So you get 30 servings in a canister. So that's 15 days if you do two. So that's 2 cycles. So here's the great unlimited. You can eat algae. No, I'm just teasing. Okay, unlimited algae. Asparagus, beet greens, broccoli, Chinese cabbage, red cabbage, cauliflower, celery, fiddlehead, hot peppers, kale, leek, green peppers, mushrooms, onion, raw, shallots, raw, sorrel, sauerkraut. The raw onions is because when you cook them, they make a glaze, and that actually makes a sugar. Swiss chard, turnips, watercress, zucchini, alfalfa, bok choy, celery, cucumbers, dinkin radish. A great dinkin radish is a great dipper into your hummus and other things. Fennel salad, radish, seaweed, soybean sprouts, spinach, dill pickles, lemon juice, pickled juice, herbs, Himalayan sea salt. So this is interesting. So twice a week you can have eggplant, Brussels sprouts, palm hearts, wax beans, green beans, tomatoes. In phase 2, the same as above. Just replace one protein shake with the second dinner protocol for either breakfast or lunch. Anytime you have a bad eating day, the next day is a recovery day of phase 1. So you want to enjoy everything you've eaten, but then the next time that day, and then just know you're starting over on day 1 the next day. So you want to be pretty strict and do your protocol. Linda has a brainstorm Friday morning call on Eastern time, 8:30 in the morning. It's now Zoom.
Not the phone number. Yeah, it's this Zoom. Yeah.
It's now Zoom.
Oops.
I did want to say I will make this sheet available to you guys on WhatsApp. And if you're watching this on YouTube, get with the person that got with you because they will have it for you. So in addition to weight loss, the diet is to repair and reduce the stress on your pancreas. We recommend Nikan whole food organic nutrition in the support of this plan, along with the PyMag water, except for with the Kids and meal replacement shake. I recommend taking one digestive enzyme with each meal. Additional nutritionals are suggested. There we go. Next slide. There you go.
So this is just on my website, which is vitalenergytips.com. If you click on recipes, so here's Barbara's ice cream without sugar, and that recipe is there. You can actually there's different recipes on this page. You can even make ginger root water, ginger root tea, which also is very healthy for you. Chia seed pudding. So this was brilliant, actually. So you just take 2 cups of unsweetened coconut milk or almond milk, 6 tablespoons of chia seeds, and I kind of blend it up in my blender for like a minute or two at room, while I kind of started at room temperature. And then you can add stevia to it, vanilla, cinnamon, and you pour it in a glass and leave it on the counter for like 5 or 10 minutes so the chia seeds start to expand, and it ends up being like tapioca. So this is a brilliant way to have, quote, your dessert and eat it without the sugar. You get really, you just look at it as a venture, like, oh, I haven't tried that before. Oh, maybe that would be good. So you can make egg cups. You can either do it with a real egg, or you can actually make it into, scrambled, and you put it in little cups, and that way those are all ready to make. In fact, I forgot all about this till just
I
now too. I'm
know.
like,
Me
what a great
too.
idea. Okay. And I'll let Barbara take this part.
Okay, so introducing the new PyMag waterfall. Well, it's not new to most of us here, but you know what? This is an amazing, I always say it's a great hurricane relief system too, because you just take it along with you, but it's certified by the U.S. Water Association. It basically filters everything out, but what we do is we put back in trace minerals. I like to say calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, these things that just help us, and it makes the water alkaline naturally. So it exceeds required specifications, class 3 particles, takes out all the goop, and then it's in a nice petri dish type tank, so there's no leaching that happens there. And on the spigot we have the magnetics, And so that actually declusters the water, and it's really good. The whole purpose is to assimilate, to absorb. And so I say that with meals too, to take two digestion, because not all meals, just Thanksgiving meals, or those big, huge meals where you sit down and you eat everything like a birthday meal or something, then you might want two digestion because it helps you digest all four different quadrants. Okay. Pine minerals are in the filter. This is what I was talking about. Adds trace minerals, balances the pH, makes it more alkaline, between 8.5, 9.5, depending on the water that's going into it. Helps balance that and the acidic diet. Everything we eat is acidic, and acid can't flush, but acid and alkaline can flush and relieve, and you'll find yourself less stiff, less achy. It reduces the ORP, oxidation rate potential, rust and rot. We don't want to rust and rot. We want to age gracefully. Mag water is exclusively recyclable, biodegradable materials, contains no BPA, no concerns with chemical leaching into the water. Recyclable, reduces environment impact, and very cost effective. Kinsen Vital Balance Meal Replacement Mix. Oh my goodness. Helps people of any age stay healthy. Designed by a team of scientists based on biological research. Supports cognitive functions. Thank you, goodness, for the MCTs. Contains a blend of 7 enzymes to aid digestion. No added salt, dairy, soy, whey, lactose, or GMOs. Vegan and kosher certified and gluten-free. And that we thank NECAN for. They listen to us, and they, I'm a breast cancer thriver, do not need to have soy. So yay. This also is things that it contains. Let's see, it contains,
Do you want me to fly through this, Barbara?
Huh?
I'll fly through. I'll take over for a minute for you.
Good.
So yeah, I'm just going to read what it does have, and obviously, I need to. Anyway, all natural ingredients, antioxidants, digestive enzymes, medium chain triglycerides. So that's for the cognitive function that Barbara said. Oh yes, thank you. And I know, Barbara, you noticed a difference like within 2 weeks of being on the KVB, because you were having some memory issues. A lot of memory issues, actually. As my best friend, I'm like, I told you that. She's like, I don't remember. And it was just something that was going on in her life at that time. But when she got on the KVB within 2 weeks, she actually felt things reconnecting in her brain, and it brought back Barbara. It really did.
Back.
So
That's
thank
right.
you. Thank you, KVB.
It was actually that third morning when I woke up
third morning
on that program. Wow. And I just felt the little, at 11 o'clock, not mid, after the morning shake, just having pure protein, nothing else. All of a sudden it was like, and it's like the veil just lifted on the front of my brain. It was just tremendous. So yeah, I give a lot of credit to the shake and what we do with our water. Thank you.
And it has this 3rd generation stevia. I'm like a artificial sweetener or stevia detector. And if I don't like it, I won't eat it. But I love this shake. Of course, it now also has the monk fruit in it. But I like it. It doesn't have that aftertaste that the others used to have. So it has natural vanilla, probiotics. We got to have those. It's all vegetable protein, so it's even good for vegans, and vitamins. And it doesn't have any of this stuff added to it. None of the bad stuff that people are always wanting to avoid. And this is actually from 100 Days of Real Life. And they went through all the ingredients that you do want to avoid. And if you look at the Vital Balance, there's not a single one of those bad things in here. And it's actually surprising how many do have, like the GMOs. Holy moly. Yeah. So that's a good thing to know. So once again, take your body weight and cut it in half. This is how many grams of protein your body needs, or more, not less. So once again, say you weigh 160 pounds, that's 80 grams of protein in the day. So 2 scoops of the KVB is equal to 20 grams of protein. So, you actually could even put 3 scoops in if you're just needing a little bit more protein in your day, and that would be 30 grams of protein. You don't really want to go above that in one meal, but you could do that. So it's made from organic pea protein, moringa, chlorella, and rice, providing a complete protein. It helps formation of lean body mass. There's no saturated fat or the calories of animal protein. New in the KVB formula within the last couple of years is the organic moringa leaf. So moringa is used for tired blood, arthritis, asthma, cancer, constipation, diabetes, diarrhea, epilepsy, stomach pain. It's like all this stuff. If you Google it, which we welcome you, Google all you want, you'll find this information. We don't make any medical claims, but we do accept miracles. Another new ingredient in KVB is monk fruit powder, which contains unique polysaccharides known as magrosides. These offer a satisfying sweet taste, yet contain no calories, nor is there any effect on the blood sugar. It also makes it a little thicker, too. So additional claimed health benefits of the monk fruit are its high antioxidant potential to fight free radicals. And unlike artificial sweeteners, it does not affect insulin levels and can therefore work as a natural obesity treatment. It's also a powerful anti-inflammatory. Scores of studies have proven an anti-carcinogenic effect. It combats infections, fights fatigue, and it just all these really great things. And why wouldn't you want that? You know, do what we can to stay healthy. Magic medium chain triglycerides that we call MCTs, the fat that makes you thin, from natural palm oil, which also contains antioxidants. It's converted to ketone bodies by the liver to go directly to the brain and heart. So it's immediate brain food and heart food. So say you have a PowerPoint you need to do in the morning, make sure you have a KDB shake first, and it'll help your brain process everything more efficiently. So there's no impact on insulin levels. It actually does trigger thermogenesis that increases metabolic rate. It supports mental acuity by providing immediate brain tissue nourishment and cell replenishment. So if the KBV, if you use first thing in the morning with water, ketone bodies from the MCTs bypass glucose breakdown to produce energy. So protein increases tyrosine, which promotes alertness and energy. So you do not want to mix it with carbohydrates such as milk, regular milk, juice, fruit, as they cause fatigue by increasing tryptophan used to make serotonin, which calms you. This is not what you want first thing in the morning. So that's why we really highly suggest and recommend do it with water, Finikin water, unsweetened coconut milk, almond milk, things like that, because they're lower carbs. So, and there's more. Benefits linked between MCTs and memory problems are associated with aging, according to clinical research. It helps control appetite and it makes you happier. You notice that when you're not taking it, like, wow, I'm not as happy. So, Barbara, you want to talk about probiotics?
Sure. So here we have it includes included in the vital balance. There are 100 trillion bacteria in the gut, good bacteria, preventing harmful microbes from entering the body. It helps digest carbohydrates, helps absorb minerals, produces certain vitamins, responsible for absorbing more than 10% of our daily calories, and contributes to healthy immune function. So this is, again, about absorption and how well we absorb. And I also wanted to say that KVB is good if you want to maintain your weight and also gain weight. And we just, there's ways to adapt this for that as well. But each serving contains over 2 billion CFUs of lactobacillus, and you can read them right there. Yogurt, pickles, and sauerkraut increase the same good bacteria. One serving of Vital Balance contains more helpful bacteria than 10 containers of yogurt, and then without the sugar, because yogurt has the sugar, which is amazing.
Remember, one carton of yogurt had 55 grams of carbs, so that would be 550 grams of carbs, or just one KVB without that.
When I learned that about the toast and the bread, it was like, do I have bread or do I have cheesecake? Do I have bread or cheesecake? Because cheesecake's real cream and there's less sugar in cream.
So true, anyway, here we go.
Natural organic detoxifier. So with cilantro and chlorella, there are natural and man-made toxins in our physical environment. Cilantro, coriander, and open cell chlorella recognized as the body beneficial to in assisting removal of heavy metals from the body. Synergistic combination with organic alfalfa, spirulina, moringa, broccoli, and spinach also contain this vital balance. And so it is recommended that if you are on Warfarin or Coumadin, those are blood thinners and such, to check with your your doctor. It's mainly that you need to regulate it because it's going to help do it better. You
Well,
might not
and
need as much
it's
medicine.
greens.
It's
Yeah,
green.
yeah. So if you're doing it every day, you should be fine. But you have to regulate that with your doctor. How do I get back? There we go. Okay, I'm going forward anyway. Look, we're almost there.
So the
The summary.
summary,
So
better than other
you want me
protein shakes on the market for meal replacement, fat loss, and nutritional supplements. Not just a shake, it's a meal replacement. 20 grams of vegetable protein, pea, moringa, chlorella, rice, 125 calories per serving, amazing organic moringa and monk fruit, magic 20% MCTs for direct heart and brain energy. Thank you, God, for that one. Natural heavy metal detoxification for with chlorella and cilantro. Probiotics for digestion, immune health, digestive enzymes for better breakdown absorption, vitamin and mineral supplements. Contains your daily green vegetables. This great vanilla taste with third generation stevia costs $2.50 per organic meal on auto ship. So right now there is a special, yeah, here we go. J Greenzymes with the citrus added. We all got used to Greenzymes naturally. Now they've added a little more. They've added the lemon flavor to it, and it's enhanced.
Oh, and I do have the benefits here. Let me move this out of the way again. So features, pre-measured packet for ease of use, convenient for travel or when you're in a hurry. Refreshing, because it's in a packet, so you just tear it off and pour it in water or your mouth. Refreshing citrus flavor from organic lemon juice powder. Children actually love it. So completely natural food, no preservatives, additives, or filters. Certified organic and gluten-free. Gluten-free, even though it's a barley grass, there is no gluten. Organic barley grass juice powder, inulin, which is a fiber. Organic lemon juice powder, organic lemon flavor. Organic maltodextrin, and that actually coats it to keep it alive so it doesn't get killed in the extreme heat that can happen in the mailbox. Citric acid and organic stevia. So all you do is shake the packet well to mix the formula, stir one packet into 6 ounces of cold, not hot water, and drink it. And then here is another one of my favorites that I've taken every day, and I think it's actually made my skin be really quite amazing for my age. Detox and cleanse is a fact of life. So there are so many toxins that our body is exposed to daily, from chemicals in our body care products to chemicals in our food and water to the fumes from filling our gas tank. Oh, it's just sad. We just live life and take detox cleanse to help our body, better do its job. Every liver needs a little support. A sluggish liver slows down the body's ability to release weight. Often a sign of this is cellulite. In fact, I would just happen to read an article about this morning about a fatty liver and how that can progress into really bad stuff. So just take your detox and cleanse every day. It's simple to use, just 3 capsules a day. You can do them all at once. I do it by the time I get to my kitchen, I just have my 3 capsules with my Pine Mag water and proceed with the rest of my day. It says on the label to take one before every meal. That's not going to happen. And I actually talked to Neek and they said, no, you can take them all at once. So you just got to get them in your body. And here's the Kenzen Digestive Complex 420. Let me go back because the 4 means it's for helping your body break down fats, carbohydrates, proteins, and fibers. And there's 20 different digestive enzymes in this. So it's covering just about anything that your body, food-wise, you're throwing at your GI tract to help it break down. And I saw a difference in live blood analysis in 30 days of taking this consistently. I'm like, that's a much better result. We will stick with that. So there we go. And I'm going to stop sharing.
Awesome.
Okay. We talked fast. We did the best we could. A lot of good information here.
I just wanted to share that when I started it, remember I was saying I was starting to get that little tub around my body. Well, I had joined the gym, didn't lose any weight at that point, and then I ended up moving. And so when we were going to that doctor learning things, I froze the gym, got on this program with the KVB, and within I lost 8 pounds in 10 days with this program. And so I was just amazed. So we didn't stop at 7 days. We just kept the 7 days going. And that's what I was going to say is when you get to that meal and you're thinking about, am I going to really, have that bread and have that thing and get off my program? It's 3 days of not losing weight that you're going to give up by eating that thing. And you're like, is it worth it? Is it worth that 3 days or not? And sometimes we'll take it and freeze it and save it for later. But anyway, that's me. And I just wanted to share that because it was just amazing. Lorraine, you want me to ask during the commercial? I mean, the recording, or should we?
Well, I
Stop the
just have
recording.
well, you can stop the recording and I'll ask the question.
Okay, we'll wrap it up. That way people won't have like a whole hour to listen to.
So give it
Wish I
the
could
person
fast
that
forward, so.
invited you to watch this video because it's pretty amazing. It's awesome. We have the sheet that we can get you, and it becomes a program for life. And what better way than to have, I'm going to be 65. I have more energy and vitality, and I travel, I go places, and I might put on a little bit, but I balance it right back out. So thanks so much. Move the buttons.